Hello everybody, we are back here on the channel, and Expansive Worlds has done exactly what we have been asking them to do for a very long time. They have officially made their own fishing game, and it is called Call of the Wild: The Angler, which is what a lot of people were suggesting a fishing game by EW be called. This is honestly insane news, and they just went ahead and dropped a trailer out of nowhere with absolutely no announcement, which makes it even better in my opinion. I feel like this is the best way to drop a trailer for a game. Just do it out of nowhere, get people talking, build up some hype behind it, similar to the way of the Hunter did, and I got a feeling this game's going to be pretty good. We're going to go ahead and read through the Steam page and give you guys a little information about it, but first let's go ahead and watch the trailer.
What is it about your hobby that keeps you coming all the way out here? Is it the freedom? Wandering in search of that perfect spot? You've made your own path through these hills. Tasted the fresh water of our lakes, our rivers. You've been on the water with friends at sunrise and helped the locals long past sunset. But you just keep coming back. At this spot, you got a pretty good idea what's lurking beneath the surface. But there's only one way to find out. Whether it's the one you write home about or the one that gets away, that feeling is what gets you hooked. That whether it's your first time or your 100th time, you never know what you're gonna catch until it's caught. Call of the Wild: The Angler.
So as you guys can see, this looks to be a pretty fantastic fishing game. I'm very excited to see what this game is going to play like. This is going to be the first ever open world fishing game that has a completely open world map similar to Call of the Wild. Now, I guess in the past we've had fishing games that could be considered open world, but never something of this scale. I'm definitely very interested to see how it ends up working. Now, as we go to the Steam page, it reads, "From the creators of The Hunter Call of the Wild comes a genre-defying fishing experience. Explore a vast and atmospheric open world in search of the perfect fishing spot. Ride the open waters alone or with friends and embark on your journey to become a master angler. The world of Call of the Wild: The Angler is filled with spectacular fishing spots and breathtaking environments, which can be explored on foot, by off-road vehicle, or boat across a vast network of waterways. Traverse the living, breathing world at your own pace, and discover winding rivers, majestic alpine peaks, turquoise-colored springs, epic hiking trails, and hidden ponds. Journey past charming outposts and soaring lookout towers as you head out for a relaxing night of fishing on the lake. Or beat the sunrise for a shot at hooking that one elusive catch. Whether you're battling the fierce largemouth bass or the hard-fighting mountain whitefish, the intuitive casting system in Call of the Wild: The Angler provides an engaging and immersive fishing experience. Each species has its own unique behavior and traits, and will require you to carefully counter their movements as you reel them in. Combined with a system that realistically simulates water temperatures, depths, altitude, and more to determine where fish populations will be, every catch becomes a lasting memory. Learn and master distinct fishing techniques, and adapt your strategy to land the most impressive catches. Use a wide variety of rods, lines, reels, floats, hooks, lures, and baits. Build your collection of equipment and gear and take on the biggest fishing challenges. Your road to mastery begins now. Ride the open waters alone or seamlessly join friends and others in multiplayer to experience fishing in exciting new ways. Explore the open world, meet fellow anglers, and go on unforgettable fishing adventures. Call of the Wild: The Angler will continue to grow and evolve with regularly released free and paid content. Keep coming back for new fishing experiences and memorable catches." This is literally exactly what everybody's been wanting in a fishing game. I don't know how Expansive World keeps doing it, but they've got a knack for giving us exactly what we've been asking for. And this is no different. I have been wanting a fully open world fishing game for so long, and I'm assuming this is going to be the same scale as a Call of the Wild map. I couldn't imagine it being anything different just by what they've shown off here in these screenshots, and also just what they've shown in the trailer and in the description. This seems like it's going to be a Call of the Wild equivalent for fishing. This is going to be so cool. And the fact that you're going to be able to do multiplayer as well is going to make this even better. Previously, most fishing games have had pretty bad multiplayer, and I'm hoping that this will be different. Now, we do know that Call of the Wild has some issues with multiplayer. However, it's still one of those games where you can actually see each other in-game, and the animations are relatively good with this new update, so I imagine that the Angler is going to have probably the best multiplayer fishing experience available. It definitely is looking like it's going to be a pretty good one. Now, as with any fishing game, me personally, I prefer fishing games that have realistic fish. Now, I'm hoping that they will. From what I can tell from the trailer and also this little still GIF type image they've got here in the Steam page, it does look like the fish look pretty nice. I mean, they look about as good as you can expect from Call of the Wild's graphics engine. They've got a pretty top-notch engine, so I imagine that most species of fish are going to look pretty accurate. I mean, these ones look pretty good right here, especially the trout being the species that I'm most familiar with. They're what I fish for in real life, and I gotta say, they look pretty good in this. And you know, this brings another question to mind. With them having a fishing game, will they bring boats to Call of the Wild? This has been something people have wanted for a long time in Call of the Wild, and it looks like the Angler will have boats. So does that mean that Call of the Wild will end up getting boats soon as well? I feel like it's a pretty good bet considering they've managed to make it work in this game, which utilizes the same graphics engine. So maybe boats in Call of the Wild soon? I mean, it's definitely not the most unlikely thing now, especially with this announcement right here. But let me know what you guys think down below. I definitely think this is going to be the best fishing game ever released, and it looks like it's going to be a similar situation to Call of the Wild, where they continue to add brand new maps and fishing gear and new species and things like that, which I am all for. I mean, Call of the Wild definitely gets the most regular updates of any hunting game, so if we can get a fishing game just like that that's constantly adding new stuff in a completely open world that is just absolutely massive, then this will by far be the best fishing game ever released. From what I'm seeing, this is exactly what I've wanted in a fishing game, and it just might be what I need to get hooked on one once again. Let me know if you guys are excited for this game down in the comments below, and also let me know what your concerns are, because I'm sure some of you have some concerns with the game as well. I know for me, my biggest concern will probably be what is the performance going to be like, and will there be a lot of bugs and glitches? We know Call of the Wild is a little bit rough around the edges sometimes with the bugs, but a lot of that is because of how jumbled up the code is from the original release and some of the older updates. So my question is, will this brand new game have the same issues, or because of the fact that they've learned a lot of stuff from Call of the Wild, will this game be pretty much bug-free? I got a pretty good idea that it might be way less buggy than Call of the Wild just because of the fact that they've had the experience with Call of the Wild, and they know exactly what they need to do to avoid those issues now. But again, let me know down below. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click that like button, and ring that notification bell so that you guys will never miss a future upload. Also, be sure to leave a comment down below, and like I mentioned, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!